Hi everyone, this is Mr. Kachinga. In this video, we are going to look at a question picked from addition mathematics. So this is the question. Given that the upper limit is 2 and the lower limit is -1, open the bracket ax to the power 2 plus x with respect to x. So when there is dx in mathematics, we say with respect to x. So it will give us 10, 1/2, then the question says find the value of a. Now before I start solving this question, it is important to understand that this question that we're seeing right here on the board, it is picked from calculus, okay, and under integration. So if we have this symbol, it means we find the integration. Let's say if here there is nothing and we have ax to the power n dx with respect to x. How do we integrate if we don't have the upper limit and the lower limit? We simply add the powers of x with 1. So let's say we have ax, then the power of x here, as you can see, is n. I'll add it with 1, then I'll bring it down, plus 1, then plus c, the constant number. Now, in a case that there are upper limits, in a case that it has upper limit, they say there is 1 and 0. It means that we are not going to put the constant c, they are arbitrary number c, but we are going to find the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. That if there is the lower limit, the upper limit, and the lower limit. Now, as you can see in the question, we have the upper limit and the lower limit. Meaning that I'm going first to integrate what is in the bracket. Okay, so after integrating, I'm going to find the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit so that I can find the value of a. Now, let's look at the solution. Okay, so I have upper limit and lower limit there, then ax power 2, then plus x. Then what I'll do is that this is dx is equated to 10, 1/2 with respect to x. So let's integrate what is in the bracket. So this x, it has the power of 2, so I'm going to add with 1. I'll say I have ax, then what is 2 plus 1 is 3, then I bring it down there, then plus x. Now this x, as you can see, there is a power of 1. Now, according to the laws of indices, when you have x, is the same as x to the power of what? Of 1. Since anything raised to the power of 1 is the number of self provided the base is not 0. So x to the power of 1 is just the x. So meaning this x, there is a power of 1. Now this 1 plus a 1, it will give me a what? A 2. So in that case, I'm going to have 2, then over a 2. What you do on top, you also do it down there. I close the bracket, then I have 2 and -1. I'll just change the integral symbol to the vertical line. Now everything should be equated to 10, 1/2. We can also evaluate 10, 1/2 by saying what is 2 times 10. So 2 times 10, we get a 20. Now that 20 we add with 1, I'll get 21, then over a 2. Okay, from here now, this is the point where I'm going to find the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. So I'll say I open the bracket, I have a, okay, this a, where there is x, I substitute with 2. So I say 2, then power 3, then everything over a 3. Everything is over a 3. So I just wanted the bracket to be a bit bigger. Then plus here, where there is x again, I'll put a 2 to the power 2 over a 2. Then minus. This minus symbol, it is coming as a result of finding the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. Now I'll repeat the same but I'm going to substitute with negative 1. So I'll say a, then open the bracket. Where there's x this time, I'm going to put negative 2 power 3, then over a 3, plus, again where there is x, I'll simply put negative 1 to the power 2, then over a 2. Then this should be equated to 21 over a 2. Okay, so we have just substitute the upper limit and the upper limit and the lower limit. So after substituting, we have to evaluate what is in the bracket to the left hand side, and we evaluate what is in the bracket in the right hand side. So as you can see here, we have 2 raised to the power 3. What does it mean? Excuse me, when you have 2 to the power of 3. So in mathematics, when you have 2 to the power of 3 is the same as 2 by 2 by 2. 2 times 2 is a 4. 4 by 2 is 8. Okay, so that is the meaning. So in that case, I'm going to have a, this a which is there, then 2 to the power 3 is 80, then everything over a 3. Then plus 2 to the power 2 is the same as 2 by 2, which is a 4. So I'll get a 4, then over a 2. Minus the symbol which is there is minus, so I'll maintain it this side. Now from here, I can say I have a, you see that? So this a will be maintained. Then what is negative 1 to the power 3? So we have negative 1 to the power 3 is the same as negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. This will be positive, but there will be one negative which will be left. Then 1 times 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times a is negative a, then over a 3. Meaning here, negative 1 to the power 3 is negative 1 times a, that is negative a, over 3 over 3. Okay. Plus, what is negative 1 to the power of 2? That is 1, then over 2. You know that negative 1 to the power of 2 is the same as negative 1 times negative 1. You just get a 1. Then here there is 2, that is a 2, and this should be equated to 21 over a 2. Okay, now when we reach this point, we are not done. As you can see, we have some values in the bracket. Here there's negative 1 is the same as there is invisible 1 here. 1, it won't affect anything, so we can just say negative 1 times whatever is in the bracket. So let's wrap this board so that we can have space. Okay, so I want to get first 8 a over a 2 the way it is, over a 3 actually, here it is 3 over a 3, then plus 4 over a 2. Then I say this negative 1 times negative a over 3, I'll get positive a over a 3. Again, this negative 1 times positive, or we can say negative times positive is negative. Then this 1 times 1 over 2 is just 1 over 2. Then equals to 21 over a 2. We have evaluated what is in the bracket. Now, we go to the next step. Now, the next step, we have to remember a bit of algebra. Okay, so we have to take note of the terms which are same, or the like terms. As you can see, I have a here, and also here I have a. So, I can put the terms which have a together. I have 8a over 3, then positive a over a 3, you see that? Then here there is positive 4 over 2 minus 1 over 2. So you just put the rational numbers together, or the fractions in short. Then you have 21 over a 2. Now, these they can be added. This 8 over 3 plus a over 3 we can add. Now, the thing is that I have noticed the denominators are same. Let's say if I have a and b, this number on top is the numerator, and the number which is down, it is called the denominator. It is called the denominator. Now, when I say that the denominators are same, when the denominators are same, you simply add the numerators. Okay, so that is the meaning. So, in this case, I'm going just to say 8a plus a, which is 9a, then I pick one denominator. Since here there is 3 and this here there is 3, I'll just maintain 3 and add 8a plus a, which is 9a. Then plus, again here, I've noticed the denominators are same. There is 2 and here there is 2. So we just put 2 in advance down there. Then what is 4 minus 1? 4 minus 1 is a 3. Then equals to 21 over a 2. Okay. Now, when I reach this part, I have the left-hand side, this side, and the right-hand side. So this is what I'm calling the left-hand side. So what I can do, I can put them under one denominator by finding the common denominator of 3 and 2, which is what? 6. Then I say 3 into 6. So 3 into 6 is 2. Okay, so it's the same as when you find the common denominator, you just cross multiply, that is the other way. After finding the common denominator, you just cross multiply, like 2 times 9a, then 3 times 3. Okay, if you want, you can say 3 into 6 is 2. Then 2 times 9a, which is 18a. Okay, then again you say 2 into 6. So 2 into 6 is 3. 3 times 3 is a 9. Then equals to 21 over a 2. We are not done solving this question because we didn't find the value of a, but we are almost there. Now from here, we know that 18a plus 9 we cannot add, meaning we have to cross multiply. So this 2 will multiply with 18a plus a 9. So I'll show it here. I will say 2 will multiply with 18a plus a 9. Then this 6 I multiply with 21. So equals to 6 multiplied by 21. So for me to find a, as I say, I divide with 2, and this side I divide with 2. Okay, from here I just want to divide with 6. Then this, it will be cancelled. I'm going to have 18 plus a 9 equals, then I say this 2 into 6. So 2 into 6 is 3. Then I have 21. Now from here, I'm going to say 18a plus 9, it will be the way it is. Then this 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. It's the same as 3 times 21, which is 63. Now, 18a plus 9, can we be able to add 18a plus 9? No, because they are like terms, meaning that this 9 should go to the other side. But I'm going to use additive inverse. I find the additive inverse of 9, which is negative 9. So I'll say 18a plus 9 minus 9 equals to 63 minus 9. Since here I've subtracted and this side I'll do the same, this will become a 0. What will remain is 18 equals 63 minus 9. So we say 63 minus 9. What are we going to get? So we'll get 54. For those who can find it difficult, just say from 63 you take away 3, it will be 60. From 60 you take away 6, that is 54. From here you say over 18 over 18. You cancel, then 18 equals. Now from here, how many times can 18 go into 54? Now I know that the half of 54 is 27. Since 27 plus 27 is 54, meaning this 54 can be written as 2 times 27. Then again, what is half of 18? So half of 18 is 2. You see that, since it's 9. Since 9 plus 9 is 18, so I will say 2 times 9. Now these are same, so they will be cancelled. Then what will remain now is 9 into 27. Then now you have reduced the number. 9 into 27 is 3. You see that? So therefore A is equals to 3. If you want, you can just say 18 into 54 direct as 3. If you want, you can simplify further to show interest in mathematics. So the answer is 3 to this given question. So thank you for watching this video.